Eric's date was set for October 9th of 2014. The romantic evening began as he expected. They went up with a pilot and enjoyed the scenic views. Then Eric dropped to one knee and asked her to marry him. She said yes, and then it was all downhill from there. The "how did he propose" stories of all time. Still, I bet neither of them will be getting in a hot air balloon anytime soon. The number one rule of crane driving is the same as tow truck driving. Make sure the arm is down when not in use. This crane driver in Zhoukou, China didn't get that message. In a city of over 9 million people, he might be the dumbest. It was January 10th of 2024. A couple was sitting in their car near an active construction site. They were engrossed in conversation and never saw the crane truck heading toward them. By the time they noticed, it was far too late. Let's roll that back again. Watch how close the black car gets to being covered in falling debris. Either they pulled away at the best possible time, or they saw the crash and assumed something bad was about to happen. Several spectators came to check on the driver. According to local reports, he was okay, but the awning was a lost cause. On the bright side, they already had a construction crew nearby. Sunbathers on Cocoa Beach thought it was all part of the show. Then the plane kept getting lower and lower and lower.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think he was doing it on purpose. Well, I got that on Snapchat.
Did you see me run out of the water?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, the pilot kept the plane up long enough to find an empty patch of water. Nobody was swimming nearby when he finally crashed. He was able to climb out and even declined medical treatment once he came ashore. His plane was a vintage TBM Avenger, a torpedo bomber used by the US during World War II. It had undergone extensive restoration before returning to the sky in 2020. According to the pilot, there was a mechanical issue and the plane began losing altitude. His only choices were to crash on the crowded beach or in the water. The latter seemed safer. The rest of the air show went off without a hitch. Meanwhile, cranes had to haul the vintage bomber out of the ocean and drive it back to the Space Force base by truck. They plan to keep it in a museum from now on. To the Three Kingdoms period in 200 CE. In that time, there have been plenty of crazy close calls, like this one from July of 2016. A couple was driving down the highway when they tried passing a fully loaded flatbed. That's when something fell off the truck and began bouncing toward their car. Let's see that one more time in slow motion. From what we can gather, some type of iron piece fell off the truck. It was heavy enough to bounce off the ground and poke a hole in our driver's windshield. It also did a number to the hood of his car. You can see where the iron struck twice before flying over his vehicle. Thankfully, they could get over to the side and inspect the damage. According to reports, police began looking for the truck driver immediately, though we imagine he was hard to find in a city of over 8 million people.